Well done. Well done, Trey. And what do you think about that one?
Yes, I think it makes sense to fear of height because when you fly in or you go up, you see down without barriers, and you feel dizzy. Uh, and I think it's related. Maybe it's related some bad terrifying experience in the past. For example, I am I am fear of heights because when I was young, I went to kindergarten and I went over the ridge and I nearly fall down the ridge. That's why I feel fear of heights until now.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe it stemmed from that. So you'd say, I nearly fell off the bridge. So because it was in the past, you say fell instead of fall. Well done, though. Thank you, Trey. And Kevin, if you'd like to do the next one, please.
Yes. Acoustic phobia. It is the irrational fear of sounds.
Yes, well done. And what do you think about that fear?
I think that fears happens when you're old.
Happens when you're older, you feel?
Yes, only when
Yeah.
you're old.
Yeah, so maybe you have sensitive to noises and sounds.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you,
maybe.
Kevin. Well done. Kevin, would you like to do the next one as well, please?
Okay. Aerophobia. I think it's irrational fear of airplane or fear of flying or air.
Yeah, flying or air, yeah. And what do you think about that fear?
I think that fears it happens to everyone, usually for girls.
Yeah, so it happens it's quite a common fear to have, isn't it? So many people are scared of aeroplanes and flying. Well done, Kevin. Thank you. And Ha, if you could do the last one for us, please.
Yes, aquaphobia. I think the fear of water.
Yeah, perfect. Well done. And what do you think about that fear?
I think that's not normal. A lot of people fear water, cannot swim, cannot. I don't like to. They don't like to feel. Always feel nervous, anxious when see uh, the beach. See the beach on the cannot swim. Fear difficult to learn to fear. So the fear of water is normal.
Yeah, yeah. So many people might feel that, especially if they can't swim. Yeah, you're very, very correct there. Thank you, Ha. Well done. Thank you, everybody. So now we're going to go through the vocabulary. So I want you to listen to me first and then repeat. Goosebumps, terrified, treatment, reassure, obstacle, encounter. So Twen, if you could read those first, please. Twen?
Goosebumps, terrify, treatment, reassure, obstacle, encounter.
Well done. And could you just repeat terrified and remember to pronounce the D on the end? Terrified.
Terrified,
That's it. Well done. Thank you, Twen. And Tway, if you'd like to go next.
Goosebumps, terrified, hunt, reassure, obstacle, counter.
Yeah, well done. Very good pronunciation. Thank you, Trey. And Kevin?
Yes. Goosebumps. Terrified. Treatment. Reaction. Obstacle. Encounter.
Okay, well done. If you could just repeat reassure, reassure.
Reassure.
That's it. Well done, Kevin. And her?
Yes, the teacher. Gas pump, terrify, treatment, refer, obstacle, encounter.
Yeah, okay. So terrified, again, could you repeat that? Couldn't quite hear that one.
Terrified. Terrified.
Terrified. Yeah, well done. Thank you, Ha. Okay, now Tuin, I'd like you to choose one. I'd like you to define it and then make a sentence. Okay?
I select number 1, goosebump. Goosebump it means a mix of goose. Goosebump is very delicious.
Okay, so goosebumps are actually small bumps that appear on your arm, maybe when you're cold, when you're scared, or when you're excited. So could you make a sentence with that, Tuin?
Goosebump is very delicious.
No. So a goosebump is what happens on your skin. Goosebumps, it's when you get small raised things that appear when you're cold. You get goosebumps. So, Tuin, what I'll do is I'll ask someone else to make a sentence with that word. So, Tway, could you make a sentence with the word goosebumps?
I do goosebumps when I hear she sings that song.
When I hear a sad song?
Yeah, I hear that song.
Yeah, when you hear that song.
That
Yeah,
song.
definitely. That song.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when you hear a song, a particular song, you get goosebumps. Well done, Tway. Okay, now Tway, would you like to choose a word and then define it?
Yes, I choose number 2, terrified. It means very, very frightened.
Exactly. So very frightened. And can you make sure that you just pronounce the D on the end of terrified? Terrified.
I terrified of heights.
Okay, so you say I am terrified of heights. Okay, I am terrified of heights.
I'm terrified of heights.
Well done, Tway. Thank you very much. And Kevin, if you'd like to choose the next one.
Yes. I'll choose treatment. Means that some kind of medicine or some strategy can help you to feel better.
Exactly. And it also means like the way that you deal with or behave someone, so to treatment, but yet to do with medicine to feel better. Okay, and could you make a sentence using that word treatment?
Okay. I need some treatment because I feel sick.
Yeah, perfect. I need some treatment because I feel sick. A great sentence. Thank you, Kevin. And Ha, if you'd like to go next.
Yes, about the reassure. I think the reassure that something is sure, to be sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Make a sentence. Um, we reassured her that yes, we reassure her that we will come her wedding.
Okay, so what you say, we are reassured her that we will go to her wedding. Okay, so not come, but go. So we reassured her that we will go to her wedding. Well done, her. And Tuan, if you'd like to do the next one, please.
Obstacle, it means something that stand in the way.
Exactly. So it's something that blocks you, so you can't go forward or actions can't be made. Well done. And could you make a sentence with that?
Every obstacle was gradually overcome.
So obstacles that we can gradually overcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, because we can gradually overcome our obstacles. Overcome. Yeah, well done, lovely. Thank you, Tuan. And Tway, if you'd like to do the next one, please.
Counter. I think it means face with battle with some difficult situation. Deal with some difficult situation.
Yeah. So it's, to experience something especially unpleasant. Yeah, so a difficult situation. And could you make a sentence with that word?
My company is encountering financial crisis.
Yeah, very good. My company is encountering a financial crisis. Well done. Brilliant. Good job, guys. Well done for defining all of the vocabulary and making sentences. So now we're going to move over to some idioms. So first of all, we have to jump out of your skin, okay? So to jump out of your skin means to be extremely surprised by something, okay? And then we have to have nerves of steel. So this means to be very brave. You have nerves of steel. So, for example, to jump out of your skin, the loud noise made me jump out of my skin. Okay? And to have nerves of steel, you need to have nerves and steel to be a fighter pilot. Okay, so here are the examples. Now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make sentences using either of the idioms. So you can choose an idiom and then you can make a sentence. So Ha, if you'd like to go first this time.
Yes, I will choose some out of your skin. I jump out of my skin when I see her appear at my home.
Yes,
Yes.
so what you say is I jumped out of my skin when I saw her appear at my home. Okay, so we're talking in the past. So I jumped out of my skin when I saw her appear at my home. Very good though, very good use of the sentence. Idiom. And Tuan, if you'd like to go next.
Celeste has nerve of steel. My sentence, I guess he has nerve of steel because he fear of nothing.
He has nerves of steel because he
He
fears
fear of
nothing. Yeah, well done, Tuan. Yeah, you must have nerves of steel. And Tway?
You must to have nerves of steel to be a detective.
Yeah, you must have nerves of steel to be a detective. Detective. Yep, lovely. Well done, Tway. And Kevin?
Yes. My sentence is Don't worry, I have nervous sills. I cannot be afraid.
Ah, don't worry, I have nerves of steel, so I am not afraid. Yeah, good job. Well done. Well done, everybody. Brilliant. So we used a lot of the nerves of steel and to jump out of your skin. You know, sometimes if someone creeps up on you and they scare you, I jump out of my skin. So well done. So today's structure is subject plus be frightened of, noun, verb, ing, or the subject to cope with. So it's either to be frightened of or to cope with. So frightened of, I'm frightened of cockroaches. To cope with, I cope with my fear of darkness by trying to turn off all the lights in the room for 5 minutes every day. So I cope with my fear of darkness by trying. So I'd like you to make a sentence using the grammar structure, okay? So using this grammar structure, I'd like you to make a sentence. So Kevin, I'd like you to go first this time, please.
Yes. My sentence is, I am frightened of being alone in the darkness.
Yeah, I'm frightened of being alone in the darkness. Yeah, very good sentence. Well done. I'm going to ask you for 2 sentences, so I'll come back and have a little think of another one. So Tway.
I'm frightened of ghosts. I cope with my fear of ghosts by enrolling on public speaking course.
Could you say that again? I cope with my fear of...
I'm frightened of ghosts. I cope with my fear of ghosts by joining public speaking course.
Okay, I couldn't quite hear you there, so could you type that? I'm frightened of... Oh, I'm frightened of word? I'm frightened of words?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I cope with my fear of... So what do you cope? What fear? I cope with my fear of words by public speaking practice lessons. Is that right? So I cope with my fear of words by public speaking practice lessons. Okay, well, I can't quite hear you, so we'll come back to you again on that one. And Tuel?
My sentence, she coped with problem by investigating root cause.
So, sorry, you could say that again? I cope.
She coped with problem by investigating root cause.
By investigating...
Root
Can you
cause.
type that down? Could you write that down? Okay, so I cope with my problems by investigating the root of the cause. Okay, by investigating the root of the cause. Yeah, well done. Good sentence. And Ha, if you'd like to go next.
Yes, teacher. I'm frightened of public talking, and I cope with it by join in a MC club and practice it every day. Practice talking
Okay.
every day.
Okay, so what you could say is I cope with my fear of public speaking by practicing every day in every day. So you could just say, then you have the by and the verb ing. So well done, her. And Kevin, could you do one more with the I cope structure?
Yes. I cope with my fear of darkness. I cope with my fear of darkness by I cope with my fear of darkness by standing in a dark room with someone.
Okay, by standing in a dark room. Yes, I cope with my fear of darkness by standing in a dark room so that you can then, you know, get used to the darkness. Yeah, okay, thank you, Kevin. Well done. Good job, everyone, for making a sentence both from the structure I'm frightened and also the structure I cope with. So well done. So while severe phobias should be treated with professional therapies and or medication, you can overcome most mild to moderate phobias and reduce anxiety associated with them. I want you to, in partners, discuss ways to deal with phobias, okay? So I want you to discuss ways to deal with phobias. So we're going to start with some suggestions that I'd like you to use within, as well as the vocabulary and grammar. So for example, identify your fear, write down a list of things that scare you, set tangible, achievable goals, imagine how you want to react when what frightens you. Realize that your coping strategy should change as you encounter and achieve goals. So I'd like Ha and Tuen to go together first.
Yes, hi, Chuan.
Hi,
Can you hear?
hi.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's really nice. Very nice. I'm very nice to talk and discuss with you about phobia. Some phobia. Can you tell me any phobia you have? Any fear you have?
I guess I there are not fair I fail, but sometimes I fail. Certainly, it's how the thunder or lightning, or I fail a fire. So it's must destroy building or home or maybe kill someone.
Yes. Can I see? I can see. And when did you get married?
What?
Did you get
Yes,
married?
I'm a
Yes. You do you fear cry when your wife cry? You fear?
you feel yeah. I think that I'm not fear my right of my wife.
Yeah. And about me, I have one problem, just one problem. I don't I do I don't fear of insects, but I have one problem is public talking. Um, and now I often must talk in the public. So anywhen I always feel nervous and anxious. So I always mm, cannot don't know anything to talk. Um, Although I practice uh, write down a list of things I think that I feel with it.
Yeah. You have problem with when you speak when you have problem with public speaking. I think you should imagine how you want to react. What frighten you. You could visualize something, the fear, uh, and you could distract yourself by doing speaking public speaking, and the first thing I think you must prepare well document on something that where you prepare well document before you talk with someone. Mm, and you need spend a amount time and to speak carefully about your topics.
Yes.
Yeah, anything else?
Because when I talk, I always think that everybody adjust me and see me and adjust me and follow me, so I cannot talk well.
I think you must identify why you fail. You really think about what you are fail of.
Yeah, really think and
In,
think of,
in this case, you want to focus on your fear.
Yes.
yeah, brilliant guys. Well done. Okay, I'll stop you there. Well done, some really good points. And Tway and Kevin, if you'd like to go next.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice
too.
to hear you again. Yes, it's a very long time to hear you again. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how about you?
Yes, right. Thank you. And do you fear of anything, Kevin?
Me, sometimes I'm feared of some kind of insects that's dangerous, some kind of ants.
Can you name some insect that you fear of?
Yes, I'm feared of spider.
Spider. Fear of worm. I fear worm very much. And can you tell me how you can cope with your fear?
Yes, to cope with my fears. Each time when I see spiders, the first things I will do is take out my shoes and throw my shoes to the spider, kill it.
I also fear of worm, and I said alone, I can observe from a very far distance, and and then I I observe worm near from near distance, and now I can observe a small worm, but I still fear of worm.
Yeah.
Do you fear of anything else?
No, I just fear of spider.
Yeah. I also a fear of heights. It's related to bad experience in Tibet, and I nearly fell up from the ridge. That's why I fear of heights, and I cope up with my fear by avoid stand in the upstairs. When I stand in a balcony, I avoid looking down because it makes me dizzy.
Yeah, okay. And what about ways you can get over these, ways to deal with the phobias? How can we overcome?
Yes, I think we should face with our fear and set clearly set a clear goal. For example, we can, for example, with my experience, I can watch the worm from a far distance, and then I can watch them from a nearer distance, and first I can watch a small worm, and then I can watch a bigger worm, something like that, and it might help me overcome my fear of worm.
Yes, that can help you. And what do you think, Kevin?
Yes, I will tree. For me, in order to cope with my fear, I need to have a strategy to do it. And I need to know what I'm facing with my fears. And only if I do that, I can get rid of my fears.
Yeah, definitely. And do you think that you should set goals?
Yes, that's my strategy.
Yeah, you think so that? And what do you think, Tway? Do you think that you should write down a list of things that scare you?
Yes. That means that I need to know what I'm facing, what is my fear.
Yeah. Okay, lovely, guys. Well done. All right, I'll stop you there then, so we'll move on. So with the assessment, there wasn't much that I picked up on today, although everyone was really good with the vocabulary and the grammar. So I would say that everyone would get 8 out of 10 because you were able to identify words and you were able to also make sentences with the grammar structure. There was a couple of words that came up. So heights, difficulty, and terrified. Okay, so I'd like everybody to pronounce the word terrified. Okay, terrified. So could you say terrified?
Terrified.
That's
Terrified.
it. Well done. Perfect. Terrified. Well done. And Twen? Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you. There we go. Twen?
Terrified.
Terrified. Yeah, lovely. Well done. And Tway?
Terrified.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah, you got it there. See, so now we've learned how to make sure that we pronounce the D sound on the end. And Kevin?
Yes. Terrified.
Perfect. Well done. Good job, everybody. Okay, lovely, guys. Well, we'll wrap up what we did today. So today we looked at vocabulary related to phobia. We had a look at the idioms to jump out of your skin and to have nerves of steel. We had a look at the grammar structure: subject plus be frightened of, noun, verb, ing, and subject plus cope with, noun, by, verb, ing. We also had a talk about phobias and how to deal with them. And I'd just like to remind you, if you could do your homework, which is in the downloadable outline on the website. Also, if you'd like to take note on what you need to improve on. So today really was terrified, just to make sure that you pronounce that D sound at the end, so don't cut it off. And there's some recommendations such as practice using pronouns, fill in the blank adverbs. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon. So goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
Goodbye,
Bye.
teacher.